Hello and welcome to another exciting update of my LEGO City project, where we'll be furnishing the entire bank building with the coolest rooms you'd find in a real bank. In the previous update, you saw how we built the exterior and the ground floor, featuring ATMs and a complete lobby with teller counters and seating areas. Today, we're moving on to the top two floors, which will include treasure rooms, vaults, and much more. So, stay tuned. The bank building is located at the back of the historic district of my LEGO City, right next to the train station and overlooking the market square. It's one of the few remaining spots left to be developed before this part of the city is complete. Now, let's remove the building so we can continue working on it. As you can see, all the floors are modular, making them easy to remove. The first floor will have two large rooms, each accessible through high-security doors that can only be opened with the right code. One of these rooms will be the vault area, where clients can store their cash, only accessible under the supervision of a bank employee and security guards. This is exactly the type of room you often see in movies where criminals stash their dirty money and retrieve it whenever they need it. This is definitely a scene that can't be missing from my LEGO City. As you can see, I've built this section with sleek white walls to give it a clean, modern look. I'm placing the walls into position so you can clearly see how this floor is organized. The staircase leads up to the rounded part of the building, where you enter through the first door. After entering the correct code, you can access the two secured rooms. In the vault room, a client with a large suitcase is retrieving cash and diamonds from their safe, accompanied by a banker. The banker opens the vault, allowing the client to load all the cash into his suitcase. Once packed, the client will deliver it to one of his bosses or a mysterious customer. In the hall, an armed security guard ensures the safety of both the client and the staff. After all, we're dealing with large sums of money, so proper security is a must. You can even spot an open vault with visible $100 bills. Pretty cool design, right? I found this one of the most fun rooms to work on due to the limited space and the story behind it. It's exciting to add all kinds of details that create the atmosphere you often see in crime movies. Now that this room is finished, we'll continue by adding tiles to the other space. I've also chosen white here to create a clean, sleek look. This second room on the floor will be the office where employees are busy investing their clients' money in funds to generate more profit. That's what banks do, right? We add 4 desks with computer screens and keyboards and install a large display showing financial performance metrics so everyone can track results. Additionally, we place a staircase in the rounded corner of the building because there's still one more floor to add, featuring possibly the most spectacular room in the entire building. You won't want to miss it. In the corner of the office space, we add a small bar with a coffee machine and include some green plants to bring a bit of life and atmosphere to the busy office environment. Something that's definitely essential when you're working. Now it's time to place the minifigures. The bankers are having a meeting, with the head banker presenting the financial results on the large TV screen. Doesn't this look like a real banker? I chose to dress all the minifigures in smart outfits, as people in banks often wear formal attire. When building my projects, I aim to replicate real life as closely as possible and create an authentic atmosphere similar to what you'd find in the real world. The desks, the classic spiral staircase, the plants, and the vault room all contribute to that real bank vibe, if you ask me. Is there anything you think is missing in this space? Let me know in the comments. I'm really pleased with how this floor turned out, and I can't wait to continue with the final and most spectacular floor of the bank building. First, we place a similar wall construction with 3 doors, ensuring that the rooms are only accessible with the correct codes. The largest room on this floor is the gold vault, where a large amount of gold is stored for both private clients and the government. For this, I ordered some cool gold bricks and designed modern shelves to store the gold bars, just like they do in real life. I also created a display case showcasing valuable treasures, such as crowns and other golden artifacts. The design may still look somewhat basic right now, but just wait until the minifigures are added, and you can view the space from all angles. It truly comes surprisingly close to reality, if you ask me. The other smaller room on this floor is an exclusive meeting room where top bankers discuss matters with their wealthiest high-end clients. We furnish the meeting room with some plants, and of course a large table surrounded by 6 chairs, allowing the attendees to speak quietly about often confidential matters that are not meant for the outside world. We place 4 minifigures in the room, consisting of 2 top bankers and 2 clients who are engaged in intense discussions. Now that this room is fully completed, we return to the gold storage room, where two bankers, each carrying a large suitcase, enter under heavy security. After all, with so much gold around, the risk of a robbery is always present. It's fun to incorporate these small scenes throughout the building. It allows you to gradually create a city that truly comes to life, with each building telling its own little story. Now that this room is finished, I'm curious to hear what you think. Personally, I'm really happy with how the gold bars are stored in the sleek white cabinets, giving it a very realistic look. Would you have done it differently? Let me know in the comments so I can possibly make adjustments. We stack all the floors together again, and it's time to place the bank building back in its spot in the historic city. The light gray and red-brown colors match perfectly with the surrounding buildings, adding extra ambiance to this part of the city. The Old Town Center is growing larger and larger, and I could never have imagined that I would add so many historic buildings to the city. I purposely replaced the parking spots where the bank now stands with buildings to ensure the market square would be fully surrounded by tall structures. And looking back on that decision, I'm really glad I did it. The city definitely needed more grand historic buildings. As you can see, there's still one spot left to build on in this area. I'm thinking about a large city hall, but I'm open to suggestions. What do you think is a must-have in a historic city center? Let me know in the comments, and maybe your idea will come to life. But that's not all for today. Behind these buildings, there's still a large open area where we can build new projects. I plan to move the Shell gas station to the back of the city, where the high skyscrapers are, so I can expand the historic part of the city even further. I'm planning to build 4 new residential complexes here, just like I did with the homes on the other side of the street. This will be another huge project, but that's part of building such a large city, right? And then to think I still need to build a city hall, plus there's still so much space at the back of the city for high skyscrapers, which won't be built in a day either. There's still so much work to do, but it's all fun. For the new residential complexes, I've already placed an order on Lego.com, as you can see in the footage. This order includes lots of small window frames, which will add that extra touch of detail you often see in old houses in cities like London and Paris. I've also ordered a lot of masonry bricks and tiles. I finish everything in my city with tiles to make sure no studs are visible. I've also ordered roof tiles in light gray, dark gray, and red. I'm curious to see what effect this will have. As you can imagine, building such a big project costs a lot of money. Do you enjoy watching this channel? If so, consider supporting me for just a small amount per month and become a member. As a member, you'll get access to exclusive videos where I share more detailed info on how you can build the city of your dreams affordably. So, subscribe to my channel, become a member, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.